Now, why do you think Somalis are more successful than other tribes in Kenya? Their success is rapid, and at the moment, if other Kenyans are not going to be more aggressive, the Somalis will take over Nairobi in terms of business. Visit Nairobi CBD. You discover that most of the hotels now, the best ones, are owned by Somali. Now Somali are making Isili the business hub, Nairobi business hub. You know, Isili, people come from as far as Nigeria, Tanzania, Uganda, even Rwanda to shop for items to go and sell there. So in East Africa, this is the market that people prefer. Nowadays, go to South B, go to South C, and ask who is building the newest modern apartments. Somali. They have gone ahead and built BSS Mall, one of the best malls in Eastern Central Africa. Somali. So there are reasons why the Somali are the most successful people in Kenya. The first one, I think, something called crowdfunding. They pull resources together as a family or as a community to build those things. So if a building needs 100 million, you will find that 30 Somalis will come together, each will contribute, the building will come up within a year, and they start collecting rent. So that's the first thing. But here, other tribes, not even 3 people will come together and contribute in such a way because there's no trust. So among the Somali people, they trust each other. The second one, what I've just said, is trust. The locals, I included, we trust the Somali. In fact, when I go to Nairobi CBD, when I go to buy a meal, I only buy from the Somali people. Hotels, because of the experience I've had with other hotels. You go to order, in other hotels, you go to order beef meat, instead they give you donkey meat. You go to order goat meat, instead they give you sheep or dog meat. They don't give you exactly what you ask for. You go to order food for today, but they give you food that was prepared 2 weeks ago. So due to that experience, we have moved away and now embraced Somali restaurants. Go to Somali restaurants at lunch, they are full to capacity compared to hotels owned by other people. Very empty. Another reason is that their profit margin is low. You find that a Somali, when selling electronics, for example, a phone, he'll buy a phone for 100,000 and come to sell it for 102,000, getting only 2,000 as profit. But these other people, if they buy a phone for 100,000, you'll come to sell it for 150,000. They just want to get rich very quickly. And these other people, they cannot even tell you whether the phone is original or fake. But when you move to a Somali guy, they will clearly say this one If you want a cheap one, I have an imitation, a fake one. You can take it for 50,000. But this other guy, instead of selling you for 50,000, you still sell 150,000 a fake smartphone. So they're not even genuine. You'll find they even sell you based on how they look at you. If they see that you are dressed expensively, you drove to their premise, they can even sell at 180,000. But a Somali guy will not even judge you based on how you are dressed. If an item costs 30,000, that is what they will sell. Now Kenyans have come to trust them. That's why they are flocking their shops and doing away with these other people. Another issue of trust. There's a time I went to buy a television at Ludul Avenue. I bought from a guy who is not a Somali. So I bought at 27,000 32-inch TV. On reaching home, I realized that they had packaged 24-inch TV instead of 32. On returning, they became rude and started worse. So I did not want to take them far. I just accepted. There are cases where you even buy, you go there, you ask, how much do you buy, do you sell a TV? They'll tell you, I sell at 20,000. But the original price is around 32,000. So once you pay 20,000, they tell you for that TV to function, you have to pay another 15,000 so that you can install something. So they end up scamming you. You end up paying more than you would have paid for original TV. So that is what our people are doing. And even a shop, when you go to buy, you are going to buy a phone, you pay 50,000 for a phone, they go, instead of giving you a phone, you reach at home, you find in that box is just good, not phone or clay. So that happens. That's another reason. But the Somali guy are very honest. Another reason is, these people, their language is so good. Customer service. You go there, they don't have any other stories. Yeah, you negotiate. They tell you if they don't go beyond there or below there, they will tell you. They are very polite people and they understand business language. But these others, once they get your money like this, they start being rude and they can't even give you attention. They start even harassing you, even from the door. Before you buy, the language they use to convince you is not even friendly. So that is one of the reasons why we prefer them. And also the Somali guys, their source. There's a way that they cannot tell others where they get their products. Their products are very cheap. You find that a smartphone costing 40,000 in other places is costing 25,000. And it's the same smartphone being sold there is the same smartphone sold by a Somali guy. So you realize that their source, I don't know whether it's tax they're not paying from the source, or there's a way they ship their products cheaply. So that is another reason. So you find that they grow very, very fast because we trust them. They know how to pull resources. they're very cheap, they have very good customer service, and I think in the near future, the rate at which they're growing, other tribes are going to lag behind. And you see, there's something I witnessed. If a Somali guy wants to run a real estate company, he will ensure that his children go to school to learn about architecture, about real estate, and the related courses. They don't come to get employed anywhere, but in their business. If they are doing electronics business, one of their children will go to school and learn computer science, IT, software engineering, so that they come to run their business efficiently. So that's one area they have specialized. But you find in other tribes, if the father is very successful, the children are there to squander the money. They are just eating, they don't even go to school. So that's the very major difference. Just look at around in your village, in towns, the families which are very successful, their children's they dropped out of school. They are driving big cars, but these Somali guys are very economical. They know what they want. So the fact that there's a clear succession plan helps them grow very fast. So Somali and the Indians, they have almost the same business model. And in the near future, you'll see that in Nairobi, for every 3 businesses owned there, 2 will be for the Somali. And right now, it's not like 20 years ago where most of the businesses were owned by the Kikuyu. In Nairobi today, you point out businesses, you'll be told this one is a Somali guy, this one is for Kisii, this one is for an Indian, this one is for Somali. So slowly by slowly, other tribes are catching up. So in your case, what do you think? Why do you think Somalis are very successful in Nairobi? Leave your comment here.